Children from the age of about 10, 11, 12 and onwards are beginning to experiment with social media. In fact, they're experimenting with some social media platforms which adults have not even begun to think about getting involved. Because as usual, there is this notion that some of these platforms are for kids or for teenagers. But what we forget is that Facebook used to be a teenager thing until the adults got involved. A lot of adults, when they got onto Facebook, the teens moved on to Twitter, and then when the adults got to Twitter, the kids moved on to Snapchat, and now there are a lot of adults on Snapchat. They are moving on to Instagram, so they keep moving for the new thing. But there's also something quite interesting that they're involved in, children, which is musical.ly or musical.ly or Musical.ly. It's a platform where they can lip sync to their favorite artist's music, but also where they can create their own music. Then we've got YouTube. That's another platform which is quite popular with almost everyone at this stage. But the point of this video is to speak to parents and say, look, you need to be concerned about the safety and the security of your children, because there is what we call grooming, which can be taking place. Some of these platforms like Musical.ly, they are platforms that kids like to have a lot of followers, and some of these followers can have bad intentions, and there is a way to communicate or to comment. And because our kids are still young, there is a likelihood that this grooming might be successful and they can be lured to a different platform. Okay, so what you need to do as an adult is, or as a parent, is to make sure that you try out all of these platforms yourself. Find out how they work if you don't want to join them. Find out from the kids themselves. Kids are very innocent. I mean, they're very honest when you speak to them. Like, you're just curious, and they're happy to teach you. Okay, so speak to them, find out how it all works, find out how they are guarding against talking to strangers, and if you can, join them, join these platforms and find out exactly how they work. Okay, because these kids are growing up with social media. We never grew up with social media, but they are, and it's a fact of life. You can try to stop them, but you'd rather you know what they're doing than they're hiding it from you. Okay, because it's a mobile phone. They're not always with you, so they could be on anything. But if there's that constant communication with them, then it's more reassuring for you as a parent. Okay, at least the kids know that you're aware of these things, because most of the problems we get is that we show no interest, and so they can go on and on because we're showing no interest, and probably they're lacking that guidance from you. But it's more important to find out exactly how those things work than to just tell the kids not to do it, because they will. Let's face it, if all their friends are on Musical.ly, for example, you can't expect them not to be on Musical.ly. Okay, so learn about these things. Social media is here to stay. Social media is people. Social media is the current state of the internet.